Buenos dias a todos. Good morning, everyone. My name is Iman Blackwell, and I'm a senior in the SFS, here to take you on a day in the life of what it's like to live and study abroad in Sevilla, Spain, with CIEE's Advanced Liberal Arts Program. I'm currently studying Science, Technology, and International Affairs with a minor in Film and Media Studies, and I'm so excited to show you what it's like to live in Sevilla, so if you're interested, just follow along with the next stories. Alrighty, first things first, I'm going to show y'all where I live. So I live with one host parent, and here's what my room looks like. I have a bed, a bit of clutter because it's midterm season, and finally my skateboard, of course. So, I don't know why it's zoomed in. So at Georgetown, you have, in Sevilla, through Georgetown's CIEE program, you have three options. You can stay in the residential hall, which is very similar to Georgetown's residential halls, or you can stay in a homestay. Now, a homestay, you can either stay with just like a host parent or a set of host parents like I am, or you can stay with a bigger family that has other relatives like grandparents and children. So yeah, if you have any questions about that or anything else, I'm going to leave a questions box. Feel free to ask. Alrighty, I'm currently walking to go study with friends because I have an exam tomorrow, but I just wanted to show you something that reminds me so much of Georgetown. It's the Rio Betis or Rio Guadalquivir in Sevilla, and it reminds me so much of the Potomac River in Georgetown. I just felt so at home when I came, and the river is so beautiful at night. So I just wanted to show you something I cross every day that makes me feel a little bit more at home. Alright, I wanted to chat a little bit about academics while I walk to class. So I am in a direct matriculation program, which means that all of the classes that I take are local classes. They are made by and for Spaniards, therefore everything I do every way I communicate or write is in Spanish. But don't worry if you feel like your Spanish is not up to that level yet. There are also other programs for you in Sevilla or in other parts of Spain in which you can study Spanish here, take only a few classes in Spanish, or take all of your classes in English if you want. Okay, these are my friends. They're from Europe. We just finished class and they want to say hi. So if you could say your name and where you're from.
Hi, my name's Nat. I'm from London. I'm Stevie. I'm from Wales.
I'm Adila and I'm from Germany.
I'm Dylan and I'm also from Germany.
Hey, go team!
Are we going church after?
My top 3 things to consider are 1, housing, 2, travel, and 3, language. So the first one and the biggest one for me is housing. Housing in Spain, whether or not you want a homestay, specifically if you want a host family, you need to be prepared to be flexible and to respect a lot of their big rules, because Spaniards very much value their private space, their own space. And for example, Spaniards, unlike the US, it's not a space in which, your friends can come over to study or can come over to hang out and play video games or watch TV or even come over for meals. It's often just for the people living in the house. I actually switched host families just because I thought it would be a better fit. Okay, I'm going to continue this in the next slide. Of course, you can find a housing option that works for you, whether that's a residential hall or a host family. Even if you want to switch host families because it's not a great fit, don't worry, they'll find you someone, and it's a fairly smooth process. I've gone through it myself. The second consideration is travel. I would say be ready to travel, whether or not you're going to travel to other countries or just on the weekends to other Spanish cities. Just be ready, have an extra bag, expect that you might be having to do homework in different areas. So I feel like if you're going honestly anywhere in Europe, just be prepared to travel. And if you just want to really focus on your community, I would consider going somewhere a little bit more localized, such as Latin America. And the third and final consideration I would say is language, and I'm going to continue that one more slide. Okay, lastly, language, and I'm going to expand this to include identity. So Sevilla is a lot less diverse, in my opinion, than what I've experienced in DC, especially as a biracial woman. Sevilla is definitely a predominantly white community. They don't talk about critical race theory in the way that we talk about it at Georgetown, or even just in the way that people have started to talk about it in the media in the States. So just keep that in mind, when you're talking to local Spanish students or talking to your host family. And then on the language side of things, just be prepared that some people might not know English or English well enough for you to speak. So if you don't know Spanish already, get ready to learn. It's going to be a lot of fun. The program gives you so much support, and I promise it's not as intimidating as you think.
Alright, I'm a bit late to class, so I'm trying to make up some mileage by skateboarding there. I'm all about transparency, so I just want to say that this is not a very typical day for me. I'm usually not this busy, especially during the first half. What is going on with the lighting? Especially during the first half of the semester. I usually just slept until 11 a.m. or noon because my classes don't start till later. But now I'm a lot busier, so trust me, life in Sevilla. One, I'm not playing soccer every day, I'm not skateboarding everywhere every day, not having glamorous coffees every day. Oftentimes it's just a relaxing vibe, which I typically prefer. So I just wanted to put that out there, and yes.
I just finished dinner, and the first thing that I'm going to do is vote by absentee ballot. I unfortunately received this ballot a little bit later than expected, but I'm still going to cast my vote because it will make a difference. I am manifesting that. And also, you should go to your local polling site today and cast your vote as well. It's super important every year, especially this one. Unfortunately, the time has come for me to say goodbye. I am just gonna head off to bed, watch some anime, study a bit more, and then go to sleep, finally. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Follow OGE for more study abroad content, and feel free to contact them. All information on their website if you have any questions. Thank y'all again, and I hope you have an amazing day. Que tenga un buen día y hasta luego. Ciao.